I'm Lionel Rosenblatt. I've worked in Southeast Asia for almost 40 years, and I became involved with the Mlabri when they followed the Hmong refugee exodus out from Laos into Thailand. So with Sukang Thurlo, I went up there about 7 years ago, and we began working with the Mlabri, or yellow leaf people. Found they were extremely endangered because only 450 of them remain, and we began working to highlight their one remaining traditional craft, which is the production of a very unique bag. It's a woven bag, and it's taken from a vine that grows in that area and has to be harvested at a certain time of year. So everything they need to weave this is self-contained, and that amazes weavers. We've been around the Northeast. Weavers are dumbstruck by this way of weaving, and we're using this as a way to spotlight this very vulnerable, endangered group. For the future, they want to, if you ask them, they want to stay together and love each other for the rest of their lives, which I think is a wonderful vision. The question is how to help them accomplish this. And that's the challenge that faces us as we try to help them survive and maintain their language and traditions. The product itself, we think, being unique, ought to sell. Our aim is to have it sell so that at least the woman who weaves it nets an income direct to her, finding her pocket of at least $40 a week. It takes them a week to make the bag, full time. That's about, in a week of working in the fields, hard labor, she'll make about a week. So to make it worth her while income-wise, she has to make at least the same amount for the bag. She'll prefer to do the bag because it's, of course, easier to do the bag. So crunching the numbers, to sell here, you're going to have to sell her for probably twice that much so that she pockets the $40. We think that's easily doable if we can find the right place, a museum, gift shop, or a place like that. They sold this summer, the bags, did easily at $55 each with no prior advertising and no signage at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival this summer. So our job is to market them better, perhaps with, in fact, surely with the tag, with a picture of each weaver and a brief story of their life, as well as the story of the Mlabri yellow leaf people. But above all, we have to find the right place to market these. We're not looking for a large volume place because the volume isn't large, but the right boutique, if you will, where we've often seen American Indian items going for, of the same kind of duration to make, going for upwards of $300. So that's what we're looking for. It's beyond our expertise. We're looking really for somebody who can advise us or even take over the marketing. We're not out here to make any sort of profit. All of what we make goes back to the Mlabri. The Smithsonian was a very good market test because, just as we thought, the response was great. Not only for the bags, but the baskets. The baskets went off the shelf in the first half hour at $85 each. 7 years ago, when we first encountered the yellow leaf Mlabri people, we didn't really know how to proceed. Sukang had the idea, first of all, that you want to help them help themselves. Secondly, that you want to pick something traditional. So we focused on their bags. It's taken us about 7 years to get across to them to wait and sell us the bags rather than to sell them to a passing tourist or a Thai at a fraction of the cost. So we have that down now. We've become the buyer of first resort, and now we need help in marketing the bag. So Sukang Thurlo's idea of getting the bag to foreign market has been the idea that's been our central touchstone, and she will explain to you then how the bag is actually made.
My name is Sukang Thurlo. I am the Mlabri people interpreters. So I would like to explain to you about making the bag from the beginning. Okay, this is they call tape, like a vine, and they cut them in half. Then they peel them just like this. Then this is what is left. Then they load them in the lakes. Then they attach them together. After they finish, then this is natural color. It's called storm. Then they dye them naturally, just like this. This is the leaf, green color. And this is the roots. And they just cut them in small pieces. Then they just kind of, this the way they put natural dyes on the thread. And after this process, then they load them. Then they begin the process weaving. Chưa ta lơ đàm là cha ta lơ đầu đắc qua đại chắc chắc mà đi quay đi cả đêm cả ta vóc cơ tiền tiền là ta bị ta cả quang ta đốt chắc bà con hồn pa chào quạc ta lời tiếng nghe ya cả là cái mà là bà quạt bà han nát ở mù